Have you ever felt that chilling sensation of being watched, even when you're alone? Of hearing whispers in an empty room, of feeling a shiver run down your spine, knowing that something invisible is there just lurking. Believe it or not, some true stories show us that there are moments when evil is not just a metaphor, and forces that defy reason can inhabit a human body. Today you will discover 10 real exorcisms that shocked priests, doctors and families. Cases that remain mysterious to this day, and whose memories can send shivers down anyone's spine. We begin in Maryland, United States in 1949. A 14-year-old boy, known only as Roland Doe or Robbie, began experiencing phenomena that no one could explain. Furniture moved on its own, objects disappeared and reappeared in impossible places, and an invisible force seemed to attack his body. The death of an aunt who practiced spiritualism triggered what appeared to be a possession. Jesuit priests were called, and what they reported was terrifying. The boy spoke languages he didn't know, writhed with supernatural strength, and sometimes displayed marks on his skin as if something were trying to escape from within him. 60 years later, Roland Doe's story would inspire the movie The Exorcist. But according to those involved, reality was far more horrifying than fiction. Each ritual was a battle, and only after 30 sessions was he freed from what the priest described as something that does not belong to this world. Next, we travel to Germany in the 1970s to meet Anneliese Michel, a young student who began with seizures and strange voices. Anneliese soon showed signs that it wasn't just epilepsy, as doctors suggested. She claimed to hear multiple spirits speaking inside her mind, and the presence of malevolent entities seemed to erode her physical and emotional health. Over almost a year, 67 exorcism sessions were performed, during which Anneliese spoke with different voices, refused to meet, and claimed to be possessed by historical figures of evil: Lucifer, Judas, Nero. Her death at 23 shocked the world and raised questions about the line between faith, mental illness, and the supernatural. Original recordings of the rituals still exist today, and some experts say it's impossible to reproduce such sounds using only the human voice. In 1906 in South Africa, a young girl named Clara Germana Kelly began displaying behavior that defied logic. Living in a Catholic mission, Clara spoke unknown languages, revealed secrets of distant people, and reacted violently to sacred objects. During the exorcism, witnesses reported that she levitated over a meter off the ground, emitted animal-like sounds, and changed her voice in a terrifying way. After 2 intense days of prayer, Clara was freed, but the mystery of her abilities remained. In England, 1974, we find Michael Taylor, a quiet man whose life changed after he felt evil forces possessing him. Anglican priests performed an exorcism, claiming to remove 40 demons, but one remained. That same night, Michael brutally murdered his wife, later claiming, "The evil is still inside me." This case made it clear that sometimes even an exorcism is not enough to contain forces that seem to transcend humanity. Another American case is Robbie Mannheim, also in 1949, often confused with Roland Doe. After hearing mysterious knocks on walls and feeling invisible scratches, he underwent an exorcism that involved shouting in unknown languages and unexplained object movements. When the ritual ended, an inexplicable scent of flowers filled the room and the phenomena stopped. The priest stated that what they witnessed was beyond human comprehension. The 17th century takes us to France, in the case known as the Exorcism of Loudun. In a convent, several nuns began reporting that they were being harassed by evil spirits. Father Urbain Grandier was accused of witchcraft and executed, but even after his death, supernatural manifestations continued. Public exorcisms became a spectacle for the entire town, mixing faith, fear, and politics in one of the most controversial episodes in church history. In the 21st century, we have the case of Julia in the United States in 2008. A woman involved in occult practices began exhibiting multiple voices and aversion to religious symbols. During the exorcism, doctors reported changes in voice, superhuman strength, and objects moving on their own. The ritual had to be interrupted several times due to the intensity of the possession, and the Vatican kept the case confidential. Witnesses claimed they had never seen anything so terrifying. Going back further, in Italy, 1835, young nun Maria Crocifissa della Concezione began writing letters in an unknown language, claiming they were dictated by the devil himself. Exorcists of the time reported that Maria spoke with a dual voice, one calm, the other demonic. Only in 2017 did specialists manage to decipher part of the content, revealing messages about spiritual pacts and secrets mixing faith and heresy, a mystery that persists to this day. In 1999 in Mexico, Marta, a young devout woman, began feeling persecuted by an invisible presence. During the exorcism, she spoke in a male voice, and religious objects were thrown without anyone touching them. At the end of the ritual, Marta said the evil spirit had left but promised to return. The case was not officially confirmed by the Vatican, but internal church records attest that the ritual took place, and the intensity was unusual even by church standards. Finally, we arrive in 2012 in the Philippines, with Rosa, a 13-year-old girl. Rosa began showing inexplicable aggression and said she heard voices at night. During the exorcism, the light suddenly went out and she began to laugh. A laugh described as both human and inhuman at the same time. After 3 days of deep sleep, Rosa woke up saying only, "He left me because I laughed at him." Since then, she has lived a normal life, but her family insists that sometimes she still talks to something no one else can see. These are the 10 most disturbing real-life exorcisms. Each story is unique, but they all share something in common: the thin line between faith and despair, between science and mystery. They show us that there are forces in the world that defy reason, and even in modern times, we still cannot fully comprehend what evil truly is. If this video kept you on the edge of your seat, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because there's still much more mystery to explore.